Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Aurora. Last time we have set up our small universe and today we are finally going to look into it. So let's start. Now once we have created the first game, or in my case the second game that is currently running, it is possible to choose it here. These information are pretty much what you have set in the space creation stage, so we don't really have to go through them. Once you are ready to start the game, you press select. Yay, we're here! Now what the hell is this? The game works through shortcuts on your keyboard, so when we press F3, the game will show us the main screen. Now, this might seem a bit overcomplicated to some of you and a bit ugly to say, but just give me some time to explain what you see. When you press plus and minus, you can zoom in and back on the game map. As we are zooming in, you might start to notice some interesting things like Uranus, there's the Neptune, and we are zooming in and zooming in. Here is Earth, there's Mars. Where's Earth? Here, Earth. And when you zoom in on Earth, you will after some time find the moon. This is us, people. Just see. We are zooming out and out and out and out. So the game models incredible amount of things in the space. Now everything will move all the time in a realistic manner. The game is 2D, but that really doesn't make things less complicated to navigate. So this is Earth. Welcome to Earth. This is the moon. It's really baffling when you think about it. See, that's the Earth. These are the comets. There's Temple 1, there's Wolf, Machholtz, there's Wolf Harrington, Encke. There's Komasoa, Whipple. I think I once saw even the Halley's comment, but I don't think it's here. Asteroids, where are the comets? I mean, they're here in it. This is the list of all the asteroids that are in the solar system. Here's Earth, this is Mars and all of its moons, this is Jupiter and its moons. Okay, time to look a bit around. This is the main display menu. You can turn things off and on to make it more simplified. You can also add dwarf planets to see their orbital paths. They're usually turned on. These are the orbital paths of asteroids. Having this on makes the game a bit of a mess, so I usually have the dwarf planets and asteroid orbital paths off. I sometimes even turn off the moon orbital paths, but for this moment I'm gonna keep it on. You can turn on and off the names of stars, planets, moons, dwarf planets, you name it. So this is kind of, self-explanatory. Each object in the game has certain amount of information that you can access all the time. So like Earth, you can see that's terrestrial, the diameter, orbital distances, gravity, atmosphere, atmospheric pressure, hydrosphere, year, I'm not sure what this one means, year, day, axial tilt, temperature, tectonics, mass, density, and so on. This works for every single object, so if we click on this asteroid Hilda, It shows that it's an asteroid. It has a 170 kilometer diameter, orbital distance of 596 million kilometers, gravity 0.004 of the Earth, normal gravity, atmosphere none, no pressure, no. This is probably, is it like? I'm not sure. The year on this asteroid takes 7.9 years. The temperature on the surface is minus 145.1 Celsius. Its tectonics are dead. It has an escape velocity of 0.08 kilometers. Magnetic field none. Tidal lock no. Base temperature minus 145.1 Celsius. Basically, all of these statistics play some role in the game, whether it's for colonization, mining, and other stuff. There's minerals, and the only body we can see minerals on is Earth. We will send out ships that will go through space and try to search for the trans-Newtonian minerals. Once we found some, they will be added here. The amount is random in every game, so you can never know what happens. In one of my games, I found incredible amounts of trans-Newtonian minerals on the moon. In others, I found none at all. So I have no idea where and how we will find out the trans-Newtonian minerals. But we will. It's sure. Usually, sure bet are the comments, which on the other hand are hard to reach and hard to mine on, especially at the start. Later on it's easier, but they don't have that much of minerals on them, but they have some. That's probably all that we need to see here. Now we are going to see how life is on Earth. So let's go. Yay, more panels. The summary screen shows you most of the information about a body. The only one we currently colonized is Earth. You can see that the political status is imperial population. There's a lot of things here. Annual wealth creation is 5,500. I'm not sure. I think this is in millions. Population is 275 million. 13.75 million works in agriculture. Service industries is 72.4 and 62 million work in manufacturing. The annual growth rate is 3.08%. We don't need any infrastructure because this is a habitable colony with colony cost 0. This is quite important. We'll get to that in the later parts of the game. We have some shipyard workers because we have one shipyard. We have some 3 million scientists. We are not really doing a good job on the protection level. Tectonics, Earth-like, and we have a completed geological survey of the planet. Here you see the installations. We have a military academy. We have one deep space tracking station. So we should see an invading fleet. Though at this point we are pretty much going to just wave at it. Now I'm not really certain that we will be able to do anything else at any point of the game because the setup I have chosen is really not easy and there is a lot of things that might go worse. So I'm pretty sure that at some point we will just crash and burn. But hey, it's a game, right? And in the next Let's Play I might actually get something done. We have one shipyard with one slipway. We have 5 maintenance facilities. We have 550 conventional industries. These are pre-Newtonian, pre-trans-Newtonian to be exact. Industries which do a bit of all. They do a bit of manufacturing, a bit of mining, and a bit of fuel production. But they are not really good in any of those, so it's usually better to have mines, fuel, refineries, and manufacturing industries I mean the trans-Newtonian ones. We have 3 research labs, we have 1 ground force training facilities. This is appalling, we'll have to work with it. We have no fuel, we have 2,000 maintenance supplies available. We have an insanely large thermal signature of colony, but there's nothing we can do with it. The same with EM signature. Pretty much anyone who will pass by will see us. But there's really no need to be all that paranoid, because if something happens in the early stages of the game, we are pretty much screwed. That's one thing I like about the game. It will not babysit you. You just need to be lucky. If you're not, the invaders might spawn in the next system and just come in 5 years and bomb the hell out of us. The game will not give a damn. Economic production modifier, everything's at 100%. Now this is the summary screen. It's time that we look at some industries. We cannot really do much yet because we are in the conventional stage. We can just build financial centers, which we really don't need. Infrastructure we really don't need. Maintenance facilities I'm gonna build. Here you can see how much you need of all of what, how much and what you need to build. That's what I wanted to say. We need 150 minerals, 75 uranium, and 75 neutronium. So we will get to this screen soon. This is the mining and maintenance. This is pretty important, and I can already say we don't have a really good situation regarding the minerals. These are the trans-Newtonian elements. All of them. Uranium, neutronium, carbamide, titanium, boronide, mercasium, vandarate, thorium, uridium, corundium, and gallicite. Uranium is the most important one, and you need it for everything. Neutronium, carbamide, titanium, these are sort of supplementary elements. I don't remember what each are used for, but you pretty much need every one. But mercasium is really important, and also corundium is really important. So thorium is transferred into fuel. So looking at this, we have a good situation in mercasium and uranium. Corundium not so good, but we really don't have a bad starting point. The quantities are really low, but you know, by the time we mine most of it, we will already be space capable and off to new worlds. Accessibility is something really important. The accessibility of 1 in mercasium means that we will have annual production of 550. You can see that each industry, the conventional industry, yeah, like 1 unit of conventional industry creates 1 mineral of each of these trans-Newtonian elements. Actually mines them, not creates them. So for mercasium, which is accessibility of 1, we get the full amount. The uranium is slightly harder to mine. Its accessibility is 0.9, so annual production goes down because it's slightly harder to mine it, so we're getting only 495. The same goes for thorium. With uridium and corundium, you can see that the accessibility is at 0.6, so we get only 330. Boronide is 0.8, 440, and the rest, like neutronium, has a very hard location. It's probably deep in Earth, or it's fairly, how would I say that, fairly not mixed, it's evenly distributed throughout Earth, so you have to mine huge amounts of minerals from which you will get neutronium to get any at all. So you can see that the annual production of neutronium, carbamide, and titanium plus vandarate and gallicite is really small. But these are not all that important. As I said, the ones we need now is the uranium, mercasium, and corundium. Years to depletion is quite explanatory. You can see that the uranium will be mined fast, while the ones with much lower accessibility will be mined more. It will take more time to mine them because they are harder to access. Sometimes we will find insanely large deposits of minerals, for example millions of them. I found once a uranium deposit of 25 millions with accessibility 0.01, which is like a dream come true, and then dream go into a nightmare, because you can really not get any of it. You would need an insanely large mining operation there to actually get any decent numbers. So quantity is not always quality. Stockpile, you can see that we have none, but we will get some. Recent surplus mass driver I will get to later on. Stockpile plus production is quite explanatory. Projected usage 270 thorium. We are using fuel for our industries, and reserve level we can set so that we will have some sort of leverage that we will not run out. We will eventually get a for example Marcasium crunch or some other. It's inevitable, but you know, that's the hard stuff.